Welcome to Hindu Infopedia. Today we explore part 1.5b of our ongoing series, Rahul's Gen Z Call, Activation of the Destabilization Doctrine of America. This analysis uncovers how global power strategies and domestic political narratives may now be intersecting in India's digital age. When America's overseas influence begins to wane, history shows that attention often shifts to its allies, countries that are friendly but independent. In such moments, Washington's policy networks employ subtle instruments, think tank linkages, fellowships, civil society grants, and international media narratives. Rahul Gandhi's Gen Z Call should be viewed not as an isolated political slogan, but as a signal within this larger framework, where soft power meets strategic manipulation. The pattern is familiar. In Bangladesh, Muhammad Yunus, an academic figure with deep Western connections, was positioned as a reformist leader amid political turbulence. A similar playbook appears to be re-emerging in India: moral crisis, proxy leadership, youth mobilization, and international validation. The same toolkit that reshaped Latin America, the Middle East, and recently South Asia, from Dhaka to Kathmandu, now seems to be finding its Indian version. Rahul Gandhi's call for Gen Z to save the Constitution marks a shift from rhetoric to activation. By invoking vote theft and democracy in danger, the movement blends moral appeal with digital mobilization. Social media algorithms amplify these messages within minutes, while global NGOs and influencer networks echo the same themes across platforms. This isn't spontaneous youth activism, it is a structured digital campaign engineered to appear organic. For the first time, both Democratic and Republican circles in the United States appear aligned on one objective: regime change in India. Under President Biden, the doctrine moved through liberal channels of democracy promotion. Under President Trump's return, personal friction with Prime Minister Modi and the Adani investigation have created new pressure points. Rahul Gandhi's outreach to both camps signals a willingness to cooperate with any power center that helps his political ascent. This convergence of political, economic, and digital vectors represents the most comprehensive activation yet, combining global media, sanctions threats, NGO networks, and data-driven youth outreach. But Bharat retains its firewall, a resilient economy, civilizational identity, and financial mechanisms that reduce Western leverage. India's challenge is to expose the playbook and strengthen digital and narrative sovereignty. The battle ahead is not simply between two leaders, it is between sovereignty and subservience, between a self-defined civilization and external control. Whether India becomes the next case study in the destabilization doctrine or the firewall that stops it will depend on how we recognize and respond to these patterns. Thank you for watching. If you found this analysis insightful, please like this video, subscribe to Hindu Infopedia, and read the full article at hinduinfopedia.com. Stay informed, stay sovereign.